Hi, would you like to have 5 quick, easy tools to help you get control of your money on a daily basis? I know I would. So here they are. Number 1, keep a record of all the money you spend. What? I mean every single penny. The best way to do this is to run everything through your checking account using your check or debit card. You keep a record, and at the end of the month, we're going to take a look at, in our second step, where the money went. You would be surprised how many leaks there are in your budget that you just never thought about. Perhaps you stop for cash at the ATM 2 or 3 times a week. $20 here and there, not much, but it adds up, and we don't know where the cash went. We lose the receipts, we have to keep track of them. It's a real pain. If you use your debit card for everything, you'll have a record of where the money went. Then, after you've done that, you're going to look at your expenditures. In my bankruptcy practice, when I help people go through their bank accounts and their credit cards, I find that there's a lot of leaks in their budgets. And I bet you'll find a few leaks too. For instance, maybe you stopped at the ATM several times a week just so you have $20 in your pocket. Nothing much, but it adds up. And you know what? We don't know where the money went. We can't keep track of those little receipts. They're a pain to keep track of. Maybe you stopped at the gas station and picked up a candy bar or a soda 2 or 3 times a week. That adds up too. And is that really the best use of your money? And then there's always eating out several times a week. A lot of my clients do it. I know I did it when my son was young. The problem is that when you're picking up the kids after work on your way to the ball game and put Arby's or McDonald's into their tummies so they have some food, you're spending more money than you need to spend on food that is empty calories. And a better way to do it might be for you to cook every now and then at home, freeze the leftovers in little Glad boxes, and then when you're about to leave the office, warm them up in the microwave, take them to the kids, hand them to them in the back seat while you're driving to the ball game. They get to eat, and so do you. And it's food you made yourself, you know it's healthy, and it saved you a lot of money to do it that way. And those Glad boxes can be washed in the dishwasher and used over and over again. Number 3, to save money and get control of it, I suggest you comparison shop on some big ticket items. For instance, your car insurance, you gotta have it. And amazingly enough, the same coverage from different companies costs a lot different. Choose the least expensive one. Make sure you keep your underinsured motorist coverage and have a good coverage level. You're doing this for yourself, not just for the people you might hit. And revisit that car insurance. Look into refinancing your mortgage. I just refinanced mine, went from 6% to 4.5%, shortened the mortgage term to 15 years, and my mortgage payment is still less than it was before. If you're paying for high-ticket prescriptions, talk to your doctor about some generics that could be substituted. Or maybe he gets, from the pharmacy reps, free samples. See what you can do to reduce your costs. And check into which local pharmacies may give drugs for free. Publix here in Tallahassee gives metformin, lisinopril, and some antibiotics for free. Next, see if you can reduce your cable bill. Have you ever looked at all the expenditures on that? You may find movies that your kids rented without your permission. You might find that you have more boxes in your house than you're actually using. Turn some in and save some money. Do you have premium channels you never use but you pay for? See if you can reduce that. These little things add up, just like they do when you're on a diet. The little bits of calories here and there add up to a pound of weight you'd wanted to lose. Number 4, to get control of your finances, you want a savings account. And one of the fastest ways to gather one up without taking money out of your paycheck, and I recommend you do that too, is to turn unused items into cash. Furniture, appliances, toys your kids don't play with anymore can be sold on Facebook yard sale, eBay, Craigslist. Clothes that don't fit you anymore or don't fit your children anymore that are in good shape, you can take to consignment stores and have them sold. I just picked up $99 not too long ago from my favorite consignment store because I had a whole bunch of clothes in my closet that weren't becoming, didn't fit, and needed to move on to another incarnation. And number 5, take a good hard look at your credit card statements. Have you ever given your credit card number to something so that you could get it once and then forgotten to take it back off your charge card and say, I don't want that anymore? I have. And I find every now and then I need to go through my credit card and make sure that there's nothing on there that I'm getting charged for over and over again that I don't use and don't want. I save a lot of money by doing that every couple of months. Another thing you could do with your credit cards is to call customer service and ask for a lower interest rate or a higher credit limit, which when you increase your credit limit, it increases your credit score because you're not using such a high percentage of your available credit. And if the customer service rep that you're talking to says, no, we can't do that for you, say, I understand this may be something you're not permitted to do. May I please speak with your supervisor? And ask the supervisor the same question. Give a specific interest rate you want or a specific level of increase of the credit limit that you want. And then if they say no, say, well, what can you do for me on this credit card? You'd be amazed what you get when you ask. And it's worth it to ask. You deserve to have a good financial life. In fact, are you willing to take your financial experience up to another level? Are you ready to consider being a phoenix of your financial life? If so, I invite you to go to my webpage, BeThePhoenix.net, BeThePhoenix.net, and take a look at the Phoenix Rising program. It's in the bar on the top. Look at the program and see whether that would be something that you're interested in. We'll have 7 intimate group coaching calls, 7 Wealthy Wednesdays I like to call them, March 28th through May 9th, 7 to 8 p.m. Downloadable workbook and audio lessons so that you can study ahead and be ready for the conversation we're going to have. A private Facebook page to share your experience with the members of the class, ask questions, get answers, and share your own answers. And the lessons will be delivered week by week for easy integration and implementation into your busy life. And bonus, you get a free confidential consultation with me. I'm Catherine Hathaway. For 30 years, I've been what I call a money lawyer, estate planning, asset protection, probate, and I'm a board-certified consumer bankruptcy lawyer. We can talk about any one of the money issues you need to address, and I'll give you the best advice that I can and things that I've learned in my practice from my clients and from my own life. Be a phoenix. I want to see you soar. Come to my website, BeThePhoenix.net. Fly.